Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak. Welcome parents, students, staff, distinguished guests, and members of the Ubah Medical Academy community. We appreciate that you are here to help us send off the graduates to go out and leave their mark to change our world. Today we are gathered here to celebrate the academic achievements of Ubah Medical Academy graduating class of 2018. Seniors, you may be seated. As many of you know, and you'll find out this evening, we've had many quality academic achievements by our seniors. It hasn't happened by accident, though. Let's take a little time to acknowledge those who've helped them and their peers achieve the accomplishment of graduating today. At this time, I would like the teachers to stand and be recognized for their commitment to our students by spending long hours of educating students, staff meetings to better prepare them for educating students, and holding students accountable for their actions. I'm sure there is more that can be said about their sacrifice in making this school what it is today. That is, a parent choice school with many recent reward school honors. Teachers, please stand at this time. We also have some distinguished guests that are seated up on stage here that need to be recognized. We have Mr. Musafar, our school's director, who has shown great dedication and commitment to our school through his vision and leadership. Ms. Rachel DeRose, our school counselor, who does a wonderful job meeting the counseling needs of our students, whether it be trying to get a scholarship, changing a schedule, filling out a financial aid form, academic guidance, or if a student just needs someone to talk to. We have our school board members. You could stand when I call your name. Board Chair, Mr. Nathan Starks. Art teacher, Ms. Katie Doe. Let's see, Mr. Abdi Rashid's not here. Mr. Ahmed Getty, is he here? No. Mr. Mukhtar Abe. Board-elect, Mr. Faisal Deary. No. And Mr. Abdi Hakim Isa. And Mr. Warsami Bari. I would also like to thank our authorizer, Hillsbury United Communities, for all the support that they provide for our school. I also need to say thanks to the support staff that keeps the building running smoothly, like the office staff, the IT department, the community liaison, the office manager, our human resources representative, educational assistants, and the security personnel. Let's not forget Mr. Liu, our custodian, and his staff that has done a wonderful job keeping our building looking like the golden gem that it is. I would like these people to stand at this time. Support staff, stand up, please. Lastly, but certainly not least, I would like to thank all of you parents for choosing our school and trusting us with your most prized possession, your children. We are grateful for the engagement that you have with your sons and daughters regarding their academics and behavior. You have been there when we have asked you to come home or come to school for conferences, for answering the phone calls when we needed to talk to you and about your son or daughter, and I've always responded with, how can I help my son or daughter do better? If you are a parent, go ahead and stand up and be recognized at this time, please. Okay, I would also like to thank the University of St. Catherine for allowing us to use this first class facility, the O'Shaughnessy Auditorium that we're in right now. Enough of the thank yous. Let's get started with our first speaker of the night, with the senior's choice of an Ubah faculty staff member to address the graduates. Our speaker is a dynamic teacher who engages his students every class period with his incredible depth of content knowledge in the area of mathematics. Our speaker has been an employee of Ubah since 2012, where he has been a cornerstone of the math department by teaching 7 different math classes over the years. Prior to being employed at Ubah Medical Academy, he was employed as a carpenter and a petroleum engineer. He has a Bachelor of Science from Western Washington University. He has shown true commitment to Ubah Medical Academy, as he is often the first teacher in the building and is one of the last teachers to leave the building. He has also not missed one day since he started at Ubah. Our speaker has also held numerous popular after-school clubs for our students, like the Ukulele Club. It is my great honor to introduce to you Mr. Mark Lucky.
Welcome, families, friends, supporters, former and future students, fellow educators, and especially welcome graduates of 2018. There are 3 kinds of people in the world: those who understand math and those who don't. Anyway, thank you for the tribute of allowing me to address you today, and I mean that. It truly has been an honor and my pleasure to have each of you as a student. There are very few of you who were lucky enough to have me for only a few weeks as an AM teacher. But most of you were in at least one or 2 classes for a full year with me. But you know nothing of suffering until you consider the plight of poor Deca Roble. All 4 years. The same lousy jokes, the relentless insults. She clearly did not catch on those first couple of years, so. And I know that each and every one of you wants a special shout out, and you do deserve it for one reason or another. So when I say it, you just say your own name. Special shout out to very nice, very nice. But in the interest of time, I will have to go class by class, and I'm just going to hit the highlights. If I do not mention your name, if I do mention your name, it does not mean that you're special. Because you're not. I love that stuff. And if I fail to mention your name, why is that? Anybody? Because I don't like you. That's correct. That's correct. Really, how many of you are graduating today? 2. Too many. That's correct again. Very nice. Let's start with 6th hour. High school calculus. Davey. Davey. All right, that's out of the way. Nawal Jama should get a special award for grace and poise in extreme circumstances. She came in every day with a smile to a math class, knowing she was the only female in a complete room full of, well, let's just say, energetic and enthusiastic young men. We actually did learn some calculus, but nobody in there did more work than Ahmed Yassin. Work, which I might add, was widely circulated among his peers. In linear algebra and statistics, I learned from the senior speaker that I'm not allowed to say OMG, LOL, RFL anymore. I have to say tears, real tears. Again, a lot of people did a lot of math in those classes, but the standout students were Suad Noor, Faiza Muhammad, and especially Sarah Mohamud. I appreciate the work that the hard work that you all put in. The seniors in The seniors in pre-calc mostly stepped up to the most challenging math course they've ever known, but Isa Ali, Najma Abdi, and Fatima Hassan deserve special mention for going the extra mile. And Fatima deserves extra mention for the baked goods. She should open a bakery. Which brings us to college calculus. First hour, 7:30 in the morning. Calculus. It's just wrong. Warda Hussein, I have a question. Never mind. Yeah. You all did a lot of work in that class, and some more than others. I will not mention the name of any particular slackers, but his initials are Ahmed Ali. Of all the people in that class who have the skills and put in the time to really understand the material, and frankly, that was all of you, actually. You did a great job. But there was one amazingly exceptional student, seriously, Miriam Abdullahi. She did every single problem I assigned, and she did them right. But really what I wanted was for all of you to get a glimpse into how powerful and useful higher math can be. Now for the advice part. Hang out with people smarter than you and richer than you. Maybe not exclusively, but cultivate a network. It will pay off. The other bit of advice I have is that you take one step toward your goal will take 2 steps toward you. It really works. And that's it. I know I speak for many other Ubah teachers when I say that we have never seen a class like this, in a good way. You exhibit a competitiveness and a drive that has made teaching you a pleasure, and we know that you are all destined for great things. We love it when students return to visit us at Ubah, so please do. I can promise you that if you do come back, I will probably screw up your name or forget it. Try not to be offended. You have to realize that I'm 111 years old and that you only have to remember a fraction of the names that I do. You remember fractions, right? Numerator, denominator, fraction bar, that is it may. But I swear, I will remember you. I have given each and every one of you enough grief over the years that I know something about your character, and I will never forget you. All we've tried to do here is to give you some tools to go out there and be as useful as you can. So go out there and be useful. Thank you.
Mr. Mark is our math teacher who teaches college courses. Thank you, Mr. Mark. You may be lucky, but we are very lucky to have you on our staff. Our next speaker is this year's senior speaker. As an administrator, I was lucky enough to have taught this student twice in the 4 classes I have taught since I started as an administrator. The student was a positive force in the classroom daily that I noticed and had an enthusiasm for learning. I asked some fellow staff members to describe our senior. After all, it was a few years ago that I had taught her, so some of the phrases that I had heard were strong, hardworking, independent, determined, intelligent, and positive. She is a goal-oriented person that is committed to being her very best every single day in all facets of her life. Her journey towards her self-actualization does not end with Ubah Medical Academy. It will continue next fall, where she plans on attending Augsburg University, where she will be studying a profession in the medical field. I would like to present to you graduating senior Hibak Omar.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Fadlan Sodawada. Welcome teachers, staff, fellow members of our community, and our most honorable class of 2018. Graduates, the journey that began 13-something years ago has led us to this defining point in our lives. Congratulations. Before I commence my speech, I would love to thank you all for coming out here and supporting us on this remarkable day. And on behalf of my peers, I would also like to thank all of our compassionate and highly knowledgeable mentors, college possible coaches, and most definitely, Ubah Medical Academy for its advancements and progression throughout. And last but not least, let's not forget about my Hoya Ma'an. Omar family, where you at? Now, my fellow friends, take a second to look to your lefts and your rights, because what you see is success. Families, friends, and graduates all united to prosper and succeed. MashaAllah. Now, graduates, we are all guilty of counting down our last days of graduation, but now that we sit here and reminisce about our blast in the past, you'll realize it wasn't that bad after all. From the delicious breakfast meals to the scrumptious mouth-watering lunches to Mr. Musa's empty threats. Admit, it's been a very accomplishing experience I myself will never take back. You see, I learned a lot throughout my high school years, but the one thing I'll never forget is our school's tight unity. Ubah Medical Academy is one big, small family, and through that, Ubah Medical Academy is one big, small family. And through this, I learned to take pride in who I am religiously, culturally, and educationally. Ubah instilled a bond filled with trust and integrity. I learned to stay true to myself and embrace who I am. You see, flashback to the past, growing up, I always shied away from my culture and my customs because I was afraid. I was afraid of being misjudged, misinterpreted, racially profiled, etc., etc. So, you know, I tried avoiding those topics until Ubah Medical Academy introduced me to a Somali class taught by Mr. Hassan Hede. Quick shout out to Mr. Hassan for teaching us the true values of the Somali culture and history. When I first discovered this, that I was placed in the Somali class, I was confused. I thought, why am I being taught my own language? Like, do I really need this? So, one day, I was slumping down the halls until I was stopped by a TA. And he said, Hebaq, kale, kale. Oh, Hebaq, come here. I said, yes. He said, oh, maxaa arosan tahay? Why are you so down? And I replied by saying, I'm spending the next 2 years in a Somali class learning my own language. And he stopped. He stopped and he stared as if he was staring deep into my soul. And he told me something I will hold until the death of me. He said, Idegeso, listen to me. Maskah the fur, open your mind. He said, picture this. We are all like a fish in a fishbowl. The fish swims inside the bowl, surrounded by water and glass, but unaware of their presence. Most important, the fish does not realize these substances alter its views of the outside world. Of course, this is all in Somali. You see, our own culture is like that, the water in the glass. We see the world through a disordered screen created by our deeply held and often subconscious values and beliefs. He said that by learning our culture and customs, we are kept from projecting our values onto others. You see, oftentimes you might hear those who work or live around people from other cultures understand the importance of learning about the differences surrounding them. But what is often neglected, however, is the equal importance of knowing one's own true value and cultures. This was an eye-opener. My fellow Ummah, my people, we must embrace who we are, stay true to ourselves, because at the end of the day, all we have is ourselves. I encourage you, graduates, we are all destined for greatness. Each and every single one of you has the potential to change the world. And with that being said, I ask that you follow your dreams and do what makes you happy. We must strive to be the best versions of ourselves because we are all warriors. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Thank you, Habak, for that enthusiastic and inspiring message. Our next segment of the program will be presented by Mr. Musafara for awarding this year's top seniors.
Assalamu alaikum. I know I've got Johnny son. I know you are all hungry. But here we have 3 awards. The first one is an award which is an acceptance award, University of Minnesota, Doctor of Medicine Joint Admissions Scholarship Program. There were about 50,000 students applied for this program, and one of Ubah students became one of the 10 students. They were only taking 10 students. Let me say that again to you. 50,000 applied, only 10 was taken. One of them is Ubah. Congratulations. Warda Hussein. Next, as a culture, we always reward two people, the top two students that with the highest GPA in the senior class. The salutatorian award goes to Abdul Khalid Omar. Top spot, valedictorian award goes to Marian Abdullahi. Congratulations. Thank you.
Those are really some great honors, so let's give them another round of applause. Okay, next is we're going to have our guest speaker. Our guest speaker is Omar Fatah, is a community leader from South Minneapolis. Omar attended George Mason University as an undergrad and went on to earn his master's degree from George Mason University. Throughout his career, he has worked on combating disparities in higher education, voter participation, employment, and finance. As a community college advisor, Omar served students who were admitted as at-risk youth by providing academic counseling. Under his advisement, the group deemed at-risk ultimately outperformed all campus average in terms of retention and graduation rates. Later in his career, Omar was the East African Community Specialist for the Minneapolis Elections Office, where he increased voter turnout by providing education and outreach to the East African and broader immigrant community. In recent years, Omar served as project coordinator at Minnesota Department of Transportation and program administrator at the Minnesota Department of Revenue. Now Omar Fatah is a candidate for the Minnesota House of Representatives for District 62A in South Minneapolis. As expressed in his campaign motto, "Rise Together," Omar is working to unite our underserved communities for a brighter, more equitable future and to create a Minnesota that everyone can believe in. Let's give Omar Fatah a warm welcome.
Assalamu alaikum. And Eid Mubarak. Thank you to the leadership of Ubah Medical Academy for having me here today. I am beyond honored to be here with you on this special day among family, friends, and a larger community. But before I begin, the staff and me, we came a little bit earlier today, and we have a gift for the graduates. If you look under your chairs, we put a $20 bill for each one of you. Guys, under your chairs. Yeah, that's a joke, that's a joke, that's a joke. I got you. My name is Omar Fatah, and I'm a candidate for the Minnesota House of Representatives for District 62A. I'm here to congratulate you all on your first major life milestone and to pass some words of advice from my own journey. First, despite what your family, friends, and teachers have told you, you're not special. I'm only kidding once again. Kinda. At least not special yet. You are now graduating high school. There are 3.6 million high school students just like you in the class of 2018. These students have competed with you to get accepted into colleges. They will continue to compete with you for jobs and internships throughout college. Yet, let it be known that all of that is just external noise. You are your own one true competitor. It is you alone who will decide whether you succeed or not. What you decide to do now with this energy and in this moment is what will define how special you are. My recommendation is to find out what you enjoy, identify your core strengths and interests, and to become nothing but the absolute best in whatever you choose. Nothing less than excellence will suffice. It may not require college. In fact, it may only require a certificate, or you may decide that you're completely done with education and start your own business. But regardless, find your passion, chase it, and chase it with unmatched vigor. Whether or not you decide to go to college, you will never stop learning. You will fail miserably at times. You will make mistakes, but you will learn from them. I myself have made a lot along the way. Growing up, I was never a serious student. In fact, I barely graduated high school. That was 10 years ago. But the summer after graduating, I decided to get serious about academics and my future, and it became clear to me that I needed to make a serious change in my life. Of course, my parents being immigrants, they wanted me to pursue one of the golden three, to become a doctor, a lawyer, or engineer. But I knew that wasn't what I was passionate about. I knew I was into politics and decided to get involved locally first and then eventually federally. I enrolled myself in a community college that fall after graduating and worked myself to the bone. I went on to intern with the House of Representatives and the Senate, and eventually went on to earn my bachelor's degree and then my master's in public administration. I am not more qualified or intelligent than any of you tonight. But I realized that at the right time, if you are determined and focused on your goals, nobody and nothing can stop you. I was born in Washington, D.C. and raised in Virginia. I have never been to Somalia. Yet, I still feel the connection to our country and our people, which is why I chose politics as a medium of service. We need people to get involved and to organize to protect our rights, protect our elders, create positive change, especially within our community. More than anything, what I've realized is that our community needs you all, the youth. Duty demands that you get involved and serve in ways, and you can help in many ways. In your mosque, with local organizations, and perhaps even on a campaign trail for a candidate that you believe in. Never fall victim to the curse of passivity. Reject the school of reactionary energy. Be proactive, read, dissect, and always question everything. Above all, always be proactive. Keep the ball moving and understand the power of positive thinking. Whatever you decide, just know that our community, your community, cannot prosper without you. Everyone in this crowd is here tonight because they believe in you, they are proud of you, and they expect greatness out of you. Your families immigrated here for this very reason, for you to receive an education and to have access to opportunities your parents were not afforded by war and civil strife. Don't throw that away, ever. Finally, never be afraid to speak up. We are living in a time when where people that look like us, like you and I, are under constant threat in the news and in the higher echelons of power in this country. Your voices are a powerful tool and an unstoppable force when unified. It will require you to get out of your comfort zone. It will require you to protest and to disrupt the status quo. Don't allow what you see and experience to upset or frustrate you. Understand that nothing worth having comes easy, and there is immense beauty in the struggle. In closing, remember the Quranic injunction, verily, with hardship comes ease. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2018.
Seniors, this is the time right now. This is the time you've been waiting for the last 12, 13 years. It's the culminating point of your scholastic career is about to happen with the presentation of diplomas, which will be handed out by Mr. Nathan and Ms. Rachel. Mr. Musa will be announcing your name, and you will walk across the stage into the annals of Ubah Medical Academy, followed by one of many congratulations by your friends and family.
The first name I have to name here is Ahlam Hashi Abdi. Anissa Adam Abdi. Iman Abdirashid Abdi. Mona Yusuf Abdi. Najma Hassan Abdi. Nasra Ibrahim Abdi. Yasir Muhammad Abdi. Sumaya Anuruddin Abdi. Saadiya Hurufa Abdali. Faduma Khadar Ali. Faduma Khadar Abdi Jibbar. She's not here. She's not here. Salma Hussein Abdurrahman. Naima Ibrahim Abdullah. Mariam Liban Abdullahi. Sarah Noor Abdullah. Omar Muhammad Abukar. Abdullahi Khalif Adam. Anas Taq Ad'ad.
Abdullahi Abdirazaq Ahmed. Aisha Mahmoud Ahmed. Anissa Mahmoud Ahmed. Abdullahi Mahmoud Ali. Ahmed Abdulaziz Ali. Isa Abdulaziz Ali. Fuad Usman Ali. Jibril Muhammad Ali. Mohammed Abdullahi Ali. Aliya Abdurrahman Berento. Ali Abdurrahman Berento. Allah, excuse me. Abdurrahman Mustafa Dahir. Farah Khalid Dayib. Muhammad Rufai Aydrus. Faduma Muhammad Farah. Hamza Ali Farah. Hikma Muhammad Faisal. Sabrina Asafa Haile. Ahmed Muhammad Hassan. Fatima Ali Hassan. Khalid Ibrahim Hassan. Muhammad Ali Hassan. Sumaya Jama Hassan.
حنان علي حسين وردة عبد القادر حسين كوثر أحمد إبراهيم عبد المجيد محمد إسماعيل حمزة عبد الكريم إسماعيل آسيا عبد الرحمن جامع حذيفة عبد الرحمن جامع نوال علي جامع سدس حسين كبير عبد الرحمن إبراهيم محمد عبد الكريم عيسى محمد عبد الله عبد الرشيد محمد عبد الله بشير محمد And now I have to call my daughter أحلام موسى محمد أنس عمر محمد فايسة يوسف محمد خالد عول محمد مختار محمود محمد سعدية عبد القادر محمد صقل عثمان محمد وردة عبد الله محمد عبد الرزاق محمد محمود علي عبد الله محمود سارة حسن محمود سعاد محمود نور
عبد خالق جامع عمر عائشة جبريل عمر هباق علي عمر هبة علي عمر سلطانة شريف عثمان سجل سليمان ران زهور سليمان ران دقة إبراهيم روبلي إكران هبت شافي عبد الله محمود شريف حفصة علي وسامة محمد محمود ورسامة أحمد عبد الرزاق ياسين إسحاق علي ياسين مصعب مختار ياسين هذا أحمد يوسف نوال عبد الرزاق يوسف. زينب عبد الله يوسف.
فاطمة عبد الجبار.
I have one last word to the class of 2018. Channel the energy that you feel at this moment of closing the deal, graduating from high school, and take risks without the fear of failing. Use that confidence that you feel from getting that diploma in all areas of your life, from here on out, to reach the goals that seem impossible. When you wake up tomorrow, whether it's in the morning, the afternoon, or evening, however late out you are, I want you to do one thing. Take a half an hour to write down your goals for the rest of your life. And take the steps write down the steps it's going to take to make them happen. Always keep your goals in front of you and reach for the stars. You'll be glad that you did. Take the road less traveled, and you will be a better person for it. Whatever you choose to do in your life, do it to the best of your ability and without hesitation. You made it. You're done. In closing to the class of 2018, I say this. Ask yourself the question, what would you try to accomplish if you believed it was impossible to fail? Whatever your dreams are, go for it. Don't wait. You can do it. You will do it. And you must do it. You can and you will change our world make it a better place. Congratulations to the class of 2018. Time to celebrate.
Okay. Right now, Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Will class of 2018 please stand? To signify your completion of high school, please move your tassel from the right side to the left side. Class of 2018, we now pronounce you as the Ubah Medical Academy High School graduates. Congratulations.